Planned, unintended, unwanted. In 2008, more than half of all pregnancies in North Carolina, 83,000, fit that category. In Mecklenburg County alone, there were at least 10,000 unplanned pregnancies, more than 54%. These are not just dry statistics. Many of these women and girls have traveled with trouble and find themselves alone and frightened.
I was lost, I was broken, and I didn't really have nowhere to go.
I just didn't know what to do.
If I wouldn't have gone there, ain't no telling where I'd be.
This is actually my third time. The other two I lost.
I was using drugs and drinking heavily.
I got a call saying that my mother was HIV positive. So I went to go find my mom.
And I had an abortion the very first time.
Lois's Lodge did save my life.
Basically, I was just like a loose cannon, and I ended up pregnant.
I'm grateful to know that this place was here and they helped me to do right.
As young as age 14, as old as 42, the women who have come to Lois's Lodge defy stereotyping. They come from troubled homes. They come from stable families. They're poor. They're middle class. They're white. They're black. They're Hispanic. Being pregnant might be the only thing they have in common when they arrive at Lois's Lodge.
This kind of situation can happen in any family. We've had a number of pastors' daughters that have been in our program. We've had daughters of wealthy families.
The one thing that they have in common is that they're pregnant and they're in a crisis.
Lois's Lodge is a family-style maternity home in Charlotte, a safe place with highly trained professionals and loving volunteers who encourage, guide, teach, and befriend burdened women and their families.
This kind of experience really puts the family into a crisis, and so we provide support for that whole unit so that they can work together to develop a plan for the baby.
Typically, by the time a woman comes in contact with Lois's Lodge, they've made a decision to continue with their pregnancy, and we like to encourage that by letting them know that they've made the first best decision that they can for their child, and that's through giving them life.
There's a lot that they need to learn in a short period of time to be prepared to be a mother. So there's parenting classes, prenatal classes, sexual responsibility classes, budgeting classes.
Attending these classes earns the women coupons they can use to purchase items at the Mom Shop, a store chock full of donated items for their babies.
We're equipping the women with life skills that they need to have a more successful future, and we're also empowering them to actually be able to provide for items they need for their babies.
I think she looks just like me.
She does.
She's so precious. Look at her little ears.
This is Lindsay, age 15. Lindsay's mom, Sharon, and Lindsay's new daughter, just 5 hours old. Lindsay has agreed that her baby girl will leave the hospital with Jennifer, who with her husband will adopt the baby, give her their name, and a stable home.
Oh, she's beautiful.
Life for her with the adoptive family is going to be so much easier than it would be with me. She'll know at a young age what happened and the circumstance. So that makes me happy. I promise that's the worst part. At the time, it could have been the easiest thing to do, get rid of it, but she's not she's a baby, and she's, she has a brain, she has a heart, she has a soul.
About 50% of the women that go through Lois Lodge make a choice to place their children for adoption, which is really rare. About 1% of women nationally and in North Carolina choose adoption, but we want them to understand that that is also an option, can be a positive option.
It was a tough emotional ride. It really was. Yeah. I don't don't know what would I have done without Lois Lodge.
I really think the spiritual component is the most valuable thing that we offer. Being a Christian ministry, we believe that can have a generational effect and an impact into eternity.
Lois's Lodge offers free housing, meals, and counseling to 6 women at a time. They live here in a warm and secure environment until their babies arrive.
We get many applications from all different types of women and all different types of situations. We invite them in for an interview and see if this program could meet their needs.
Other women also participate as non-residents and receive the benefits of education and counseling programs offered by Lois's Lodge. Participation as a resident or as a non-resident usually begins with an online application and an interview.